Let me see. Hey, hey. Uh, uh. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. You see, sound is off though, choppy, audio is cracking, music choppy, the music is choppy, learning curve. Da 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 da. How about now, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Sexy DJ voice is back. That's right. That's right. Audio is off. It's distorted, but your voice is crystal clear. Thank you. Okay, voice is fine. Sounds good. Lisette says sounds good. You're fine. Sound is low. Sound is low. Sounds good, but no buffering. Let's try this. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? How about now? Yay's good. Voice is clear. It was the music. Voice is beautiful. Sarah says yes. Stacy says thumbs up. Tracy says yay. Wifey says we're up at 1:30 a.m. ironing out these issues. Why you so bossy, universe? Sound is good. Good. Yes, perfect. Boom. Thank you. I've been practicing that Bernie impersonation for a while. Playback music is choppy and the voice is fine. Don't change it. Okay, beautiful. All right. So I hope all you guys were able to see my Bernie sketch. I worked on that a little bit. Mike White says double thumbs up. Okay. So when we got cut off, I was saying that Spanky McDumbass is still somewhere sulking big time in America. He's down in Florida. He's down in the dumps because he is Mr. Irrelevant. Nobody's asking him what he thinks about anything. That's great because nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. He's just off somewhere feeling sorry for himself. You know, he's very good at the pity party. I put a little something together here. I got a song to go along with this. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Joe Biden beat you in the end. He wasn't sleepy, nor was he slow. Now it's long past time for you to go. SDNY will soon have your ass in jail because you failed. You'll be the convict loser. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am not a singer. I will keep my day job. See, I couldn't play the actual real music because this is YouTube and they're very particular about their copyright issues. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the show. I've lost a great deal of time once again dealing with the damn technical issues. This one was a different one. This one said I had absolutely zero internet, even though everybody else in the house is fine. My son was gaming. My daughter is doing her thing with gaming. Wifey's internet was fine. Mine was no good. It's no good. So let's kick right into it. I wanted to, I did not get a chance. Karen Purdy said, take a bow. Yesterday, I had wanted to discuss the talented poet, poet laureate Amanda Gorman, who now currently has 1.2 million Twitter followers. 1.2 million, that's nothing to sneeze at. That is freaking tremendous. And last night she was on CNN with Anderson Cooper. And Anderson was, he was bowled over. He was just bowled over. I'm going to play a little clip, and I hope it plays properly for you.
You reveal what that is?
Certainly, I do it whenever I perform, and I definitely did it this time. And I close my eyes and I say, I'm the daughter of black writers. We are descended from freedom fighters who broke their chains and changed the world. They call me.
Wow. Wow, you're awesome. I'm so transfixed. Liza, your mom must just be so proud.
Wow, transfixed. There it is. Let's see. Deborah says nope. Misha says choppy. Debbie says choppy. Lucy says choppy. Damn, I will figure this out one of these days. Anyway, Amanda Gorman, she quote tweeted Oprah Winfrey's tweet. Imagine being somebody that young and getting props from Oprah Winfrey. It is amazing. And so she responded to Oprah Winfrey. Asmila says her books are #1 right now. That is impressive. Just the video was choppy. Tina G, thank you. So her response to Oprah went like this. She says, thank you. I would be nowhere without the women whose footsteps I dance in. While reciting my poem, I wore a ring with a caged bird, a gift from Oprah for the occasion to symbolize Maya Angelou, a previous inaugural poet. Here's to the women who have climbed my hills before. Fantastic. Just absolutely fantastic. And this was, in my opinion, this was a nice feel-good moment for a lot of those who have suffered through the past 4 years. And now we get to experience the good in the world. We get to stop cursing and yelling and being pissed off for a minute and see all the beauty that we were fighting for in the first place. Let's talk about last night's inauguration celebration. 525,600 minutes. That's just how long the past 4 years seemed. Yeah, that was a song featured last night. It's from the musical Rent, which is one of my favorites. I can sing along with the soundtrack for that. Last night's event was led by Oscar winner Tom Hanks. And this concert, it was like a concert with information and people and speeches and things like that. Forrest Gump hosted. Yeah. Everything is better with Tom Cruise. I love Tom Cruise. Wait, did I say Tom Cruise? Tom Hanks. Excuse me. Everything is not better with Tom Cruise, although I do like his Mission Impossible movies. Tom Hanks. So this concert featured Bruce Springsteen, John Bon Jovi, who sang a little Beatles, Justin Timberlake, Katy Perry, John Legend, the Foo Fighters, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Demi Lovato, Tim McGraw. All of a sudden, I realized that I actually do like country music. Not all of it, but a good deal of country music is all right. It's got soul to it. Yes, wrong Tom. That's how delayed these comments are. I said that about 3 minutes ago. I'm just getting the corrections now. um, Tim McGraw, Luis Fonsi. He did Despacito, which I loved. There's that Taki Taki guy. That was entertaining, very entertaining. And there was even an appearance from 3 of the 4 non-disgraced living presidents. President Carter was not there because, dude is old. He's quite old. So he didn't make it. I don't think anybody was expecting President Carter to show up. But it was a powerful statement to see 3 of the living presidents together in one scene. I'm going to play this clip. I'm not sure if the audio is going to work. Let's check it out.
More broadly, I think inaugurations signal a tradition of a peaceful transfer of power that is over 2 centuries old.
Well, I think the fact that the 3 of us are standing here talking about a peaceful transfer of power speaks to the institutional integrity of our country.
So this is an unusual time. We are both trying to come back to normalcy, deal with totally abnormal challenges, and do what we do best, which is try to make a more perfect union. It's an exciting time.
Okay, I see Linda saying that was choppy. Chrissy says it's choppy. Video, audio is foobar. Okay, I don't know what to do to fix this, but I'm going to figure it out. Definitely going to figure it out at some point. Here we go. They also showed a beautiful virtual parade across America, which I loved. I thought that was beautiful. Wifey mentioned to me, she misses getting to go traveling to different places and, see what life is like, elsewhere. And we will get back to that. Eventually, we will get back to it. Linda's saying rough stream, choppy audio. Is my audio choppy, guys? Oh, John, there's my boy. There's my midnight friend, John. He says, video's choppy. My mic is fine. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. But it's clear that this concert was arranged and produced in such a way to ensure that everyone was able to participate in it and enjoy it while still respecting the very specific COVID-19 considerations and precautions. And I think after COVID is behind us, they should continue to do special events just like this. We can't all afford to travel across, travel all over the place for these kinds of events. So this was just wonderful. I loved it very much. I love it so much. So let's talk about COVID for a minute. We learned today that, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, the Trump administration had 0 plans for distributing the COVID vaccine. No plans, nothing. This time, the whole he left the cupboards bare, that whole argument where they were trying to say Obama didn't leave anything behind for the Trump administration to deal with COVID-19. Well, guess what, Spanky? There was no COVID in 2016 or 2017 or 2018 or 2019. Well, 2019 is when it appeared because that's why it's called COVID-19. And you were in the White House in 2019. You. And guess what? President Obama did leave you a pandemic plan that you used, to line the bottom of somebody's bird cage. You shredded it. You did something. You did anything but use it. Okay? If I'm trying to stream the video at high definition, it could be thrashing your bandwidth. Thank you, Susie. I'm going to look into that. Yep. By the way, is this video coming through high def? Are you guys seeing good video quality on this video? Curious, because we're still working out the bugs and the kinks on this. So, no problem. No plan, no COVID plan, no problem. Because you know what? Dr. Fauci is on the case, and President Biden is on the case. President Joe Fixit is here with the staff and the plans to address the COVID pandemic. Okay. Today, in the past 24 hours, he signed a shit ton of executive orders. Not just for dealing with COVID, but, specifically, like this afternoon, he signed some orders. I think it was a lot. It was 17 different things just for COVID. And he's also invoking the Defense Production Act, which is going to allow him to produce more doses of the vaccine a lot faster. Now, once again, I do have another clip. This is President Biden signing papers. Now, keep in mind, the audio from this clip is irrelevant. It's just to show you that he's signing.
I know it's a lot of heavy reading, but it's all laid out in stark detail. Thank you. This executive order I'm signing is strengthening the supply chain.
Linda had her first shot today.
This next one is keeping workers safe. How do you do that? This next one is ensuring equitable response.
All right. So, as I said, the whole purpose of this clip was basically to show you that he's signing these not with a Sharpie, not making a big production out of it, not showing the book around. There's so many memes of Trump showing his signature on these things like, look, mommy, look what I did. None of that fanfare, none of that stupid posing or anything. That just business straight up. And so let's take a look at, oh yeah, that's right. He did have, apparently there was a red button on the desk, the Resolute desk, so that Trump could order Diet Cokes, and Joe Biden had that removed. I love that Joe Biden spent his first day in office, like his first 24 hours, basically reversing a ton of things that Trump did. I love it. I just tweeted a little while ago. It's like Tony Stark in the Avengers movie, the Endgame movie, giving the snap and disappearing Thanos and his goons. So let's take a look at what Joe Biden has accomplished in 24 hours, all through executive orders. The power of the pen. He signed a mask mandate for federal properties. This is part of the 100 days masking challenge. Valerie says Spanky must be losing his mind. Yeah. And you know what? Good. This is good. Yeah, because Spanky put a lot of time and energy into reversing a lot of Obama's initiatives and executive orders. So here we go again. Hopefully we can hold on to the White House for another 4 years after Joe Biden. I don't know if he's going to do 2 terms, if he does 1, and then Kamala wins for the next 4 or 8. Who knows? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm just saying it's a possibility, right? It's possible. Another executive order for increasing support for underserved communities. These are communities like, remember during that debate, he talked about some communities that don't get enough federal support from the government, and he's taken steps to addressing that. Rejoining the Paris Climate Accord. This is massive. It's massive. We should have never left in the first place. It was stupid to leave, and there's arguments saying, well, we shouldn't be in there if China's still not going to be doing the right thing. But look, we have to lead by example. I always believe in leading by example. It doesn't matter what the next guy is doing. We have to do what we have to do. There's rejoining the WHO, the World Health Organization. This is important. It's very important during a pandemic. Are you stupid? Are you stupid leaving the WHO in a pandemic is the stupidest thing next to trying to tell people to inject bleach. Then we have extending the eviction and foreclosure moratoriums. This is important because people are on the verge of losing their homes, losing their apartments, and this is good. This is good. The continued pause on student loan payments until September 30th. September 30th. So parents and students can, breathe a little sigh of relief, at least until September 30th, and we'll see what happens then. Ending the Keystone XL pipeline and revoking oil and gas development at national wildlife monuments. This is huge. They wanted that XL pipeline, and basically all he's doing is they're removing some things that make the XL pipeline unable to be finished. He's taking actions to advance racial equity through the federal government, counting non-citizens in the U.S. Census. Again, they should have never stopped doing that. The whole purpose of the census is to count every person. It doesn't say every citizen. It says every person. There are a lot of non-citizens living here. Don't be stupid. Count everybody. Strengthen workplace discrimination protections based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Let's see. Defend Dreamers program for undocumented young Americans. This is big. This is big. Ending the so-called Muslim travel ban. Okay, he's wiping all that nasty shit away, and he's like, you know what? We are going to build back better. Changing Trump's arrest priorities for immigration and customs enforcement, also known as ICE. Stop border wall construction. They only built like 12 miles of wall, I think, and somewhere between 4 miles and 12 miles. Hey, what's up? Patty Duke for life is here too. Yes, and Deborah D from Arizona points out that don't forget the like button. That I think that helps somewhere in the algorithms on YouTube. So if you guys can, please remember to hit the like button on this podcast. I think it will help me somehow. then maybe it'll be distributed more. And freezing last-minute Trump administration regulatory actions. That one I like. I like that one because it's all the last-minute shit that Trump was trying to slip, under the door. Nobody see what we're doing. Oh, we got you. We got you, man. We got you, you raggedy bitch. That brings me to my next section, which I hope to make a regular, like a regular thing on every show. I'm having a section called "You Raggedy Bitch." I saw this meme on Twitter. Let me see. Hold on if I can find this. I saw this meme. I'm going to show you this one here. I don't know why this cracks me up so much. It's a picture of young Michael Jackson pointing at the camera and saying, "You raggedy bitch." I'm quite sure Michael Jackson never uttered those words, right? But yeah, basically, this is where I'm going to highlight some selected jackasses to drag, and like every day, some selected jackasses. And if you guys want, if you want to send me funny pictures that I can use instead of the Michael Jackson one for the just for the raggedy bitch segment of the show, please do so. Please, this is going to be a regular thing. I'm covering Ted Cruz in a minute, but yeah, share your memes with me. I love the funny. I don't know where the words came from. The "you raggedy bitch." Let's see. Hang on. Okay, so first up, QAnon is in major distress. QAnon is bugging the hell out because they're coming apart at their conspiratorial seams. They're having trouble processing what is happening. I mean, did Q lie to us? Is there no Santa Claus? What is happening? Where's that crying devil MAGA one? I don't know. How do you highlight the names when responding? Lumpy Girl wants to know, how do you highlight the names when responding? That would be a helpful thing. If you guys know how to do that in this chat reply thing, please let her know, because that's actually kind of interesting. Corey Lord just gave me an elbow point. Thank you, Corey. So anyway, back to this, the QAnon breakdown. It's fantastic. I hope the media does more and more of these. Like, let's follow up and see how MAGA Nation is doing with processing reality. So here's one. This is a QAnon fool. I don't know if you can hear what he says, right? But we're going to try it anyway.
Biden was sworn in. Listen.
I don't believe, this sounds so crazy, and I recognize how crazy this sounds, but I don't believe Joe Biden's going to be sworn in as president today. I was just kind of in shock, and I thought I had to reevaluate everything, the way my life was going to be now, because it's so different than my expectations, and I literally was just kind of walking around like, what now?
All right, so I don't know how well you were able to hear that video clip. I know that these video clips are choppy, and again, as I said, I will look into addressing that. But anyway, in part A of that clip was the dude with the cowboy hat saying, I don't think Joe Biden's going to be inaugurated tomorrow. It's so great that they got him the day before the inauguration. And then they caught the same dude. And he's like, man, I don't know. Everything is so different now. it's all changed. It all looks different and it feels different. What? What is different, dude? Jethro. What's different, Jethro? Does the air taste funny? Did your wife turn into a man named Buford? Are the tires on your pickup truck suddenly turn into squares? What the hell's different, Jethro? You raggedy bitch. Deal with it. Damn. And we are supposed to be the snowflakes, right? The only thing that changed was, Jethro, you got a new president. Deal with it. Deal with it. You raggedy bitch. Next up, we have the sniveling weasel traitor, Senator Ted Cruz. Now, this jackass can't seem to find anything better to do than to pick fights with celebrities. The last celebrity I remember him picking a fight with was Ron Perlman. And he's like, yeah, I challenge you to wrestle Jim Jordan. Dude, what? Stupid ass. Anyway, yesterday he picked the wrong one to mess with when he got into a Twitter beef with actor-comedian Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen was replying to an asinine Ted Cruz tweet. I mean, is there any other kind of Ted Cruz tweet? They're all asinine. Everything that comes out of his mouth or out of his Twitter account is asinine. It's literally, he tweets as though he assumes his average follower has the IQ of a turnip. That's how he tweets. In this particular tweet, he was trying to confuse his followers about, the difference between Pittsburgh and Paris and the climate accord. Let me show you these tweets here. Now, these tweets will be fine because there's no audio. It's just pictures. So here in this one, wait a minute. That's not the right one. He's Seth Rogen telling him to fuck off, you fascist. So in the very first tweet, he is referencing the Paris Climate Accord, and he says, by rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement, President Biden indicates he's more interested in the views of citizens of Paris than in the jobs of the citizens of Pittsburgh. Dude, it has nothing to do with Paris or the citizens of Paris. Here's Seth Rogen. He says, haha, get fucked, fascists. Go encourage a white supremacist insurrection again, you fucking clown. And that was the right response. Absolutely. And Ted Cruz says, charming, civil, educated response, Seth Rogen. If you're a rich, angry Hollywood celebrity, today's Dems are the party for you. If you're blue collar, if you're a union member, if you work in energy or manufacturing, not so much. And once again, Seth Rogen hits him upside the head with fuck off, you fascist. Now, you'd think that this jackass would be a little quieter, in the aftermath of helping to rile up those crazy insurrectionists at the Capitol. But no, he is still stirring shit up, and he's going to continue to do so until he's held accountable and expelled from the Senate. You raggedy bitch. I think in the coming days, weeks, months, and years, Ted Cruz is likely to be a daily component of the you raggedy bitch section. So this brings me to my next question, and this is an important one. And we've discussed this briefly before, and I'm going to bring it up again. What's next for the resistance? We defeated Trump. He's out of office. Joe Biden is in office. We won the Senate. So can we all just go home or stay home and not worry about it? Joe's got this. Everything's going to be okay. No. Now, some folks have had enough of the drama and the anxiety and the worry and the grief, and I get it. It's been a long fight. 4 years is a long time to sustain that level of intensity, that level of outrage. And by all means, you need to take a breather. You need to sit out for a bit, that's cool. But, because everybody has to recharge their batteries. But we cannot get complacent. We can't. We just cannot. First off, we still have seditionists in our Congress. And I say our Congress because it's all of us. It's all 50 states. That is our Congress. But Trump originally rose to power through a combination of just massive stupidity, massive ignorance in America, and, but also his team, his digital team, managed to command and control messaging. And primarily that messaging was controlled on social media, not just Twitter. Facebook played a big part in that. Instagram, a lesser role, but still Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and primarily through, you wouldn't even believe this, memes. For some reason, memes is like the sweet spot for the low IQ in the country. Memes, they usually have a kernel of truth in there. They're funny. They're easy to spread and disseminate. And these memes often have twisted messaging in there. And they are busy fighting right now what Ted Cruz's tweet, on its surface, it seems asinine, but what he is trying to do is re-crank the cultural war, because really the culture war is how Trump rose to power. He rose to power by making a big issue out of political correctness. He's always had this thing about political correctness, and political correctness, if you're listening, political correctness is resentment for the fact that people can't say the N-word anymore, or people have to use proper terms and labels and words to address people, so that you do not minimize anyone's existence. So words are important. They are important, and if I'm politically correct, so be it. So be it. Times are changing. Back in the day, they used to use, a long time ago, they were using leaves and rocks to wipe their ass until they had toilet paper. Can you still use leaves and rocks and grass to wipe your ass? Yes, you can. But there's a better way. That's life, So, what do we do? Are we still the resistance? Yeah. Yes, we are. And we are resisting the forces on the right. We are controlling the messaging. Think about this, guys. It took a very long time. D. Barnwell said corn cobs to wipe. Yes, Julianne Gauthier and Deborah, rocks. They're like, rocks to wipe your ass? Apparently, I'd gotten into a discussion with this friend of mine, and we were talking about the Quran, and they were saying how, back in the old days, they were using rocks to wipe their asses with. And you know, yeah, whatever you can wipe shit off with. But, you know, we have this great big, it's not an organization, right? But it's a community. The resistance is a community. And it took us a very long time to pick up steam and get into it. So what happens if everybody just like, all right, guys, I'm going. I'll see you in 2022 or I'll see you in 2024. If we get complacent and we let them back in, we let them control the narrative again, we're going to look at another Trump. Imagine a President Matt Gaetz. Imagine a President Ted Cruz. I was about to say Tom Cruise again. Why is Tom Cruise on my brain? I don't know. But yeah, imagine a President Ted Cruz. Or even worse, imagine a President Donald Trump Jr. Now you guys are thinking, no, it can't happen. Oh, really? Yeah. Same people who think it can't happen are the same folks who said Ruth Bader Ginsburg will never die. The same folks who thought this 87-year-old woman who had defeated cancer 4 times was going to live to 150. Can't get complacent. Can't take anything for granted. You can take some time off. You could absolutely recharge your battery. Or, yeah, oh my God, that damn Karen and Deborah D. They're saying Ivanka. Can you imagine that? No, she's not even human. She acts, the way Ivanka acts is like how an alien from outer space who just landed here and spent like an hour downloading and processing our speech patterns. That's how Ivanka acts, like, you know, an alien trying to pretend to be human. The humans, they tend to smile like this when they speak. So, and then if I want to increase my likability, I will use softer tones. Yeah, so that's my story, and I am sticking to it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the littlest president. There, that's better. The littlest president is available on BrooklynDadDefiant.com. Also available on the Amazon.com. If you'd like a copy of this from Amazon, more power to you, my friend. However, this book, when you get the autograph, look how beautiful the swooshy is. This is the beautiful swooshy. I love it so much. And then we get the text here. Let's see, can I get closer? Yeah. It says, Hui Juan. Hui Juan. I'm working it out, guys. I'm working it out. The Littlest President is starring President Barack Obama, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Joseph R. Biden, and the R stands for ready to kick that ass. Oh, that video's not great. Bladder bear pooping, holding the puppet strings on Spanky McDumbass. Complicit Barbie. Rudy Giuliani. Oh, Jesus. Gummy McJuicebox, Kellyanne Conjob, Stephen the Snake Miller, and Minority Turtle Mitch McTurtle McConnell. God damn this thing. I'm going to figure this out. I'm holding it up with one hand, and it's at a distance, so it's not as easy. It's just my little phone setup. I'm going to figure something else out. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our favorite page, because this is Spanky McDumbass. Spanky McDumbass is sad. He used to be rich. He used to be a businessman. He used to be a TV star. He used to be the littlest president. But now Spanky McDumbass is in jail. How did he get here? Let's go back. Good Lord. I get people texting me during the show, and they know damn well that I'm doing the show right now. So why are you texting me, damn it? Wifey knows exactly who I'm talking about, too. Anyway, I decided, since we've already gone through this book over and over and over, and you guys know every single page of this book, let's start at the beginning. Let's go back. Let's do it, especially since this jackass is out now. So, when Spanky was littler, he punched his teacher in the face. Nobody knows why. Although many people say it's because the teacher told him to wash his little hands. Spanky was not a good little boy. So there he is, punching his teacher in the face. You can see on the blackboard it says, "Bigly is not a word." And it looks like he spilled the covfefe off of the teacher's desk as well. Nobody really knows if this actually happened. The only person, the story came from Spanky himself. He bragged about this. He bragged and said, "Yeah, he punched my teacher in the face." Anyway, we do know that he was a shitty little kid because he grew up to be a shitty adult. When Spanky got older, he was still little, but not so little that he couldn't serve in the U.S. Army. But his daddy had lots of money, and he was really mean. So he told a doctor to write a note saying that Spanky had the bigliest bone spurs. If the doctor didn't write the note, Spanky's dad would evict him. Spanky's dad was very bad. So here we go. There's Spanky's dad, Cranky, holding a bunch of money that he's trying to use to bribe this doctor into giving Spanky a false medical report saying that he has bone spurs. And if you can see over here, there's Spanky holding, says the x-ray that says bone spurs negative. That means he didn't have bone spurs. But yeah, that's where Spanky learned to be a horrible human being. He learned it from his dad. And that's a damn shame. That is a damn a shame. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, ladies and gentlemen. So, we made it through another episode. This was once again a little rocky. Again, for a different reason. I don't know why, but we're getting there, I think. I think we're getting there. At least my voice, the audio is okay. Right, guys? You guys okay with it? But the StoryTime music, not so great. StoryTime music is off. The video clip audio is off. Ness says we'll never know if Spanky read his copy of the book. I'm going to find out one way or another. I'm going to find out, damn it. If it takes if it takes the rest of my life, I want to know if he read it. Linda Leitner wants to know, where is Barron? That is an excellent question. Some people say that he left the White House the day before or something. I don't know why he would do that. Perhaps, Spanky didn't want his son to see a grown man cry or whatever, or pout, maybe. I don't know if he cried, but maybe he was pouting. He must have been pouting. Let's see. Samantha B wants to know, is there any way to get the camera closer to your face? I miss seeing that contagious smile to go with that laugh. I suppose there is. Like, I can just zoom in. I don't know. You guys don't really want to see me that close. Yeah, I can zoom in like that. I don't want it too close. I think I had like my surroundings in here, but yeah, it's okay. Let's see. DG says, so glad I found this. I am glad you found this too. You sound like a new viewer, so I thank you for that. Bob Forsyth says, vocal audio great. Wonderful. Tina G wants to know, can President Biden rescind the directive Spanky set in motion to give 13 members of his family extended Secret Service protection? This is a good question. And I don't have the answer to that. I don't know. I don't know all the particulars surrounding what Biden can and cannot do. I would think Joe. So apparently they said that Joe Biden did get a letter from Spanky. So there's a tradition that the outgoing president leaves a note or a signed letter from for the incoming president. That's like a tradition that's gone on for years and years. And Biden said that his letter was generous. I don't think Spanky wrote that letter. I think he signed it. And he might not have even signed it. Somebody might have just, printed out, just scanned his signature and put it on that damn letter. I don't see Spanky doing anything magnanimous. But I do see Joe Biden as a guy who is magnanimous, and maybe he doesn't want to go that route. But I don't think his 13 family members deserve all that extended Secret Service protection. That's a lot of taxpayer money to protect those criminals. All of them. Let's see. Oh, I scrolled a little bit and I went all the way down. Let's see. Hang on. My room is darker. Infected. Bob Forsyth said infected. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Can you try to figure out what the sitch is for the text on the left of the screen? Is it removable for the future? Yeah, I think I can remove that. I think I will. I'll remove it from the next. What do you think of that, guys? Yeah, I don't think there's too many people using this. In fact, it seems to be frozen anyway. Yeah. Purple Sunset likes how I pronounce off. I pronounce off. 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 Audio from the music and video clip must be fixed immediately. Yes, John G. Thank you for that. Cindy says you got to let us know when you send off copies for President Biden and Obama. Yes, as soon as I get. Oh, actually, I can send a copy to President Biden in the White House. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Victorina feels sorry for Barron. I do too, because he's a kid, and kids don't get to choose who their parents are or how their parents behave. So, yeah, it's messed up. I hope the kid is able to come out of that somehow a better person. You know what I mean? Like use his parents' example as how not to be. Perhaps. And it doesn't look like he and his dad are that close. I know, you can tell body language between father and son. I personally know. And it's very cold. Anytime you see the two of them, they're not warm together. The kid can't be bothered. The father can't be bothered. I should say the father. He does look, he does have some features from Spanky. He does have some of those features. That's a damn shame. Okay, so I'm going to do one more question. One more question. Linda says my room is darker. I don't know how that's possible because it's the same light. In fact, I have an extra light over here, this big ring thing. Let's see. Lee Saunders says, here we go, this last question. Did you see Nancy Pelosi is giving Mitch 2 weeks for Spanky's impeachment? Yes, Nancy's a badass. I am eager to see what Nancy has in store. What I would like to see, though, in this new administration, in this new Congress, now that we control the House and the Senate, I would like them to issue subpoenas that are actually responded to, that people actually, that there's consequences when you don't respond to a subpoena. Yeah. All right, last one is Allison wants to know my thoughts on our new press secretary. 2 thumbs, a million thumbs all the way up. It's such a relief watching Jen, I want to say Psaki, and I know somebody's going to be like, the P is silent. Jen Psaki, maybe. I mean, what is the S silent? Jen Psaki, no. Jen Psaki or Psaki. Whatever. She is excellent. She's professional. She's polite. She's knowledgeable. She seems to be honest. I mean, after what we've seen in the past 4 years and 4 different press secretaries telling, lies upon lies upon lies, it's refreshing. It's very refreshing. Anyway, guys, that's my time. My time have expired. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, a.k.a. Brooklyn Dad. Brooklyn Dad. All right, so if you must go out tonight, please dress warm. You don't want to freeze your butt off. You don't necessarily have to wear mittens, but dress warmly. Yeah. Also, wear your mask. Wear your gloves. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, lovely evening. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Same time, same place. I hope to have all of these technical issues resolved. But whether I do or not, you guys know I love you all. Peace.